kiddos. Welcome back. This is lesson number 4, and we're going to be talking about the needs that you have and the needs that your partner has. So definitely get ready. Again, this is Tanetta Clay, the relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. And like I said, this is lesson number 4 in the series Unpacking the Baggage, Improving Your Relationship Communication. So I definitely want to welcome you here again. I know you all are here doing the homework, doing the growth work, and of course making it through. And I definitely want to hear from you soon at the end of this series. So with that, I want to go ahead and get started. We all know that, of course, men and women have, they always say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, that we all have different needs, which that's true to a certain extent. There are just a few needs that, well, mainly one or two, that are different for men and different, well, they're at the top of the list for men and at the top of the list for women as well. But for majority of the other needs, of course, a lot of those, they just time with everybody, especially when it comes to respect and easy things like that. I would say that they, of course, can be for both a man or a woman. So, like I said, there are just only a few that, of course, we actually are kind of separated on. I guess I'd say that. So, and that those two are when it comes to intimacy and sex. Those are the main things that, of course, that we, of course, sometimes get separated on, or get torn apart on, and can't figure out what to do with. And you will talk more about that, and of course, like in the last session as well, or the last lesson as well, about the bedroom communication. But like I said, that those are needs that we do have in relationships as well. So I'm going to, of course, address that briefly here too. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, men and women have similar needs that they have in a relationship. A need is something that they have, something that they have to have in order to, of course, thrive, to, of course, grow and that kind of thing. It's different from a want. A want is something that, of course, if you want your partner to have a six pack, or you want your partner to have long hair, or I don't know, a mustache or whatever it is, those are just wants. And those things will usually fade over time. We always have to have something that's inner that we have to, of course, depend on, or well, not depend on, but I guess love about our partner. I guess I put it that way. Not the material things, not the physical things, because sometimes, a lot of times, those actually do change as we all age. So of course, those wants will at some point fade away. I just hate to tell you all that, but that's definitely the truth. And like I said, our needs that we have, they usually are needs that we, of course, have for most of our life. Of course, growing up, that kind of thing, those are needs that we have to have in order to, of course, thrive, grow, and to, of course, continue on in life. So just keep that in mind. They're different from wants. So just to let you all know, these needs are not going to be in any kind of order. I'm just going to throw them out and, of course, talk about them as well. So one I have is feel valued. Everybody wants to feel valued, need to feel valued within the relationship. And of course, this is something for both men and women. Like I said, a lot of these are for men and women. Nobody wants to feel like they are not being looked at. Nobody even notices that they're there. Everybody wants to feel valued in some kind of way, to feel that they're important, to feel that they're looked at, to feel that my partner sees me, they know that I'm here. Everybody wants to feel valued, so just keep that in mind. That's definitely a need for both men and women. Now, in order for you to, of course, know about how your partner would feel about this particular need, you have to ask them, how do you feel about being valued? Is that important to you? Everybody's going to be totally, everybody's unique in their own way, and everybody's going to be different. So you still have to ask your partner and talk to your partner about what their needs are, just in case it's not addressed on this list here. One of the other ones is feeling safe. We all want to make sure that we can feel safe within our relationship, that our partner got our back. If something was to happen, something was to go down. Nobody wants to feel that if they're falling in the river, that their partner, and they can't swim, that their partner's just going to leave them there just to go ahead and drown. You want to make sure that you feel safe, and that you know that your partner's going to, of course, pick you up when you're down, help you get out those situations, not just leave you there. And another thing, as far as safety, we also want to make sure that our partner, of course, is giving us that safe space, or is a safe vault for us. Like I said, in the trust bag, that we can, of course, come to them. We feel safe to come to them, to, of course, uncover ourselves and be naked in front of them, not physically, but, of course, mentally and emotionally. We have to know that our partner, of course, is going to allow that space for us and hold open that space for us, and to support us when we're down. And we need, like I said, somebody to, of course, help us get up. We, of course, want to be heard. That's a need for both men and women. Nobody wants to be ignored. Nobody wants to be looked over like they don't matter or they don't care about them. Everybody wants to be heard, and you want to have your voice heard as well, not just physically, but your verbal voice. You want to make sure that's heard as well. You want to make sure that when you all are talking, discussing things, that your partner's giving you time to, of course, express how you feel and tell how you feel, not just look over and blow you off, keep cutting you off, that kind of thing as well. Everybody wants to feel desired. Everybody has a need to feel desired, that you're beautiful to your partner, that your partner wants you and desires you sexually or desires you, I guess, as a lover, that kind of thing. Everybody wants to feel that. Nobody wants to feel that their partner could care less how they look or could care less how passionate they are about them. Everybody wants to feel that passion, of course, from their partner, not just looked over. I can't pronounce this word, y'all. Reciprocity, reciprocalness. Of course, you want to make sure that whatever you're putting out, your partner's equally matching that. So if you're, of course, cooking, cleaning, your partner can cook and clean the next day, reciprocating those kind of things. You want to make sure that when you're, of course, like I said, this need as far as reciprocal, you want to make sure that, like I said, whatever you're dishing out, your partner's dishing back into you as well. Not just that you're just putting out, and your partner's doing nothing in return. It's going to feel like a one-sided, lopsided relationship, and you're going to start to feel like everything is unfair, everything is on you, you're stressing out, and all those kind of things. Then I've been there. That is not a good feeling at all. So you definitely want to make sure that things are reciprocated within the relationship, including the sex as well. Companionship. Everybody wants to have in the relationship, the basis is a friendship. I guess I put it that way. To me, a relationship equals to friendship. We all have to work at those kind of things. Companionship. That means that as far as you, of course, any activities that you want to do, anything that you want to go do with your partner, that person's game to go do it. You don't want someone who is constantly, oh, I don't like to go bowling, so I'm not going to go bowling. Call your friends, call whoever else. That's not a companion. A companion means that person is your best friend. You all can do anything together. You shouldn't have to gripe about it, that kind of thing, saying that you don't care about doing it. If you love your partner, you want to support them, go ahead and do whatever it is. Unless it's fighting for your life or something like that, but as long as it's within reason, go ahead and do it. Like I said, there's nothing that you shouldn't be able to do with your partner, whether it's going to a paint night, whether it's going to bake some cookies, I don't know, whatever it is, take a walk in the park, that kind of thing. We always want to make sure that we have a friendship as the basis of all our relationships, especially when we're talking about getting to that rock star status. The rock star status is, of course, a friendship status as well, making sure that you all are friends and companions. That's one of the main things that you all, of course, have to build and, of course, nurture while you're in this relationship. Like I said, companionship is definitely very, very important. You want to make sure that need is met. Your partners, if the need is not being met, they're going to feel like they're being left out. They're going to feel like you don't care about what they like and what they desire. You have to make sure that you're, of course, attending to your partner's needs when it comes to this companionship and giving them that friendship that they're asking for. The need for excitement and fun. Nobody wants to have just a same old relationship day in, day out. You're doing the same thing, not having any fun, not having any spontaneity, anything like that at all. I don't know not one couple who does not want to have some kind of spontaneous something going on within the relationship. So you definitely have to make sure that it's part of that. Of course, making sure that it's fun. It doesn't have to be every single day, all day long. But, of course, something throughout the day, something throughout the week that you all are doing fun, including a date night. A date night is fun as well. Make sure that you all are scheduling those kind of things as well. I don't care if it's a sex night, date night, you all are baking cookies night, whatever it is, just something that's excitement and fun to, of course, break the monotony within your relationship. Nobody wants just to come home, go to work, come home and go to work type relationship. They want a fun relationship as well. Whether you all taking trips together, traveling together, going to bungee jump together, whatever it is, taking swim lessons together, definitely do that. That brings the fun and excitement. And also by you all working together on those team kind of sports is, of course, increasing your relationship communication, which is the basis of this series. Of course, respect. Men actually have respect at the top of their needs list. Women do as well, but for men, of course, it's a lot higher. But just keep in mind that respect goes both ways within relationships. Nobody wants to feel like their partner is demeaning them, not respecting them, treating them as a child, talking down to them, playing fun, I guess, little crazy games and just cursing them out, being mean to them, having a nasty attitude all day. Folks want to be respected. They don't want to, of course, come home and you're giving them a nasty attitude and, oh, you shut the hell up and you do this, you do that, talking to them like they're 5 years old and like they mean nothing. Folks want to be respected. Respected. They don't want to be demeaned and put down all the time. Make sure that you're respecting your partner. I don't care if it is the high list for a man. A woman has to be respected as well. Her body and her mind and her spirit as well. And the same thing as a man. We have to make sure that we're respecting our partner as far as their physical body, their temperament as well, like I said, their attitude, their behavior, making sure that you're not demeaning them, but also their space. If your partner's asking for space or asking for a timeout, self-care time, respect that and take care of the kids if you need to, or clean up the house if you need to, that kind of thing, and let them have their time. Respect that as well. You can't just run all over them, walk all over them, expect for them to stay with you. I don't know anybody that actually would. So, like I say, you definitely have to respect your partner. And as far as acknowledgement, everybody wants to be acknowledged. I think I kind of said that already, but making sure that you, of course, showing your love and appreciation, your gratitude to them. Making sure that you're saying, thank you, honey, for doing so and so. Honey, you did this well. Honey, you did that well. Whatever it is, making sure that you're, of course, showing your thanks and gratitude for them. And your, like I said, in your acknowledgement. Nobody wants to, of course, keep doing things for you or doing things for anybody else. And they're, of course, not even getting a thank you or I appreciate this, or I love you for this, or honey, I'm showing gratitude to you for this. People want to be acknowledged and loved and appreciated. Please show that. And the love, I shouldn't have to say that. I know I've said love a few times, but of course, making sure that you're showing your partner love. You're showing your partner that you want to nurture the relationship. Nurturing the relationship and the friendship that you all have, nurturing them as a person. That's, of course, showing your love to someone. Of course, writing little love notes if you want to, or some folks show love, I guess, sexual intimacy, sex and intimacy. However you show that, please make sure that you're showing love to your partner. And like I said, again, with me going over all these needs, just keep in mind these are needs that men and women usually have. There may be others that your partner may have that's not on this list. Again, these are just a basis for you. So make sure that you're talking to your partner about their needs. How can you meet their needs? What their needs are, and that kind of thing. If there's nothing on this list, of course, ask them what their needs are. That's just a simple conversation. So that you can know how to move forward with them and make sure that their needs are fulfilled. And let me see. There's also a few other needs. I know certainty. Everybody wants a sense of certainty, of course, within the relationship. The meaning that something is the case and it's consistent. Meaning that you can count on your partner to, of course, do whatever it is, and you know that it's going to get done. You want to be certain about those things. You want to be certain that when your partner goes to travel, or they're going with the girlfriends out, that kind of thing, that you're certain that your partner's not cheating on you. Nobody wants to have games played and you doing things. You're just saying that you're going to your friend's house and all of a sudden you're at some other guy's house or whatever the case is going on, an old friend, and your partner wants to be certain that you're going to do what you say and say what you mean and not, of course, step out on them and, of course, show them that you can, of course, be trusted. They want that. All partners want that. I don't know none that do. So definitely make sure that you have certainty. That goes for the both of you. Let me see. And shares and contribution. I think I kind of talked about that a little while ago, but sharing, of course, making sure that you're sharing whatever's inside your household. It's not mine all the time. It's not because I'm an only child, so sometimes I do have a habit of saying this is mine, that's mine, but I know within the union for us too that, of course, it's ours. Our language has to change into relationship language, into marriage language, I guess, if you're married. It's ours, it's we, it's us. It's not just mine and I and me. It's ours, we, and us. Like I said, we definitely have to change our language for that as well, and making sure that we're, of course, contributing towards that relationship. So if, say for, of course, if you all have bills and that kind of thing, you all have to talk about that. Who's going to pay this bill? Are you going to pay it together? How it's going to look? All those kind of things. Who's going to do the chores on this day, that day? What kind of chore you want to do? Talk about those things. Not just expect your partner because there's a woman that she's going to do all the chores and pay all the bills or whatever it is. You all have to come to a compromise on those things and make sure that you are equally contributing inside this union, inside of your relationship. I'm looking down at my notes to make sure that I have everything, but I have one more thing that I just want to say, that within any relationship, I know this may not be a need, but just to let you know, well, for me it is a need to make sure that your partner is complimenting you. As far as not being able to, of course, complete you, we have to come into a union, into a relationship, already know kind of how we love ourselves, what we're needing, all those kind of things. But just keep in mind that your partner is not there to show you all the love in the world, to make you love yourself, to make you value yourself. They're only there to compliment those things, not to, of course, give you all the love and give you all the affection and make you, of course, want to just love yourself and dependent on your partner to, of course, show you love so that you can love yourself. You're already supposed to come loving yourself already. you're already supposed to come with your own set of boundaries. And if not, you had a chance to complete those in one of the other lessons. You already are supposed to come to the relationship, or as much as you can be, already valuing yourself. Like I said, having your self-worth, knowing what you like and what you don't like, all those kind of, being self-aware. We always have to know ourselves, know who we are as a person, know what we stand for, all those things, our beliefs, our values, all those things. Like I said, our partner is not there to, of course, complete us in any kind of way, meaning that he's going to fix together all the pieces for us and make us happy and make us whatever. We have to make our own selves happy. Happy, and our own selves completed. So I want to make sure that you all know that, and hear me when I say that, because I know I see a lot of relationships and the partners, of course, depending on the other to, of course, make them happy, to, of course, make them feel good. It's on you to, of course, make your own self happy and to make your own self feel good. Of course, your partner can be there to, of course, enhance that, support that, of course, give you more compliments, tools, tips, that kind of thing, show you that they love you, that they're there for you. But if you're already depressed and unhappy as a person, have a negative attitude, those are things you have to change. Your partner cannot change that for you. All they can do is be there to support you in the process while you heal and get through whatever it is you need to get through. But like I said, that attitude and the behavior and depending on your partner to, of course, show you 100% love so that you can love yourself, that's no way possible. Nobody can show you how to love yourself but you. You have to already be doing that. I know it's not going to be perfect for anybody. Nobody's perfect. But you can, of course, start working on those things right now. I guess I put it that way. Just to let you know, because I'm dead serious about those things. When I talk about things like that, and I just want to make sure that you all are hearing what I'm saying. So with that, I'm trying to see. I think that's mainly all the needs that I have. And like I said, the intimacy and sex needs for men and women, that's going to be talked about in lesson number 6. So you'll get a lot of that in that lesson. But just keep in mind that sex is on top of the list for men as far as a need. It's something that they have to have. And intimacy is on top of the list for a woman, if not the very top. Something that she needs as well inside of her relationship. And I guess receiving from her partner. So like I said, with that, I want to just say thank you for listening to lesson number 4. And it's talking about the needs of men and women inside the relationships. And of course, how important it is for our needs to be met. If our needs are not being met within the relationship, just keep in mind that you're going to have an unhappy partner, a very resentful partner, a partner that's not wanting to sleep, go to the bedroom with you and have any kind of sex or anything along those lines, a partner who is probably withdrawn and those kind of things as well. I don't want that, and I'm sure you all don't want that as well. That is not rock star couple status. So like I said, you definitely have to start working on those things and making sure that you're talking about your needs and meeting your partner's needs and your needs as well. And with that, your growth work for this evening is going to be, of course, in your journals, in your notebooks, making sure that you're, of course, writing out what your needs are. If any of your needs are, of course, on this list, make sure that you elaborate on them, write them down, talk to your partner about them. This going to be an activity where you all have to share these things. As with almost all the other activities as well, your partner has to know what your needs are in order to, of course, meet those needs and to start working on trying to meet those needs. Like I said, you definitely want to go ahead and write your list out tonight. You don't have to talk to your partner tonight about it if you don't want to. Give it a few days. Write down some things that you may think that you may need. Love, affection, all those kind of things, or intimacy, or respect, or whatever it is, making sure that you're writing those things down. Then, of course, come together with your partner. You all can, of course, go tit for tat, talk about them, that kind of thing as well, and discuss both of you all needs so they can know what's going on within your head and how they can make you happy as far as adding to your own happiness. So like I said, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, but I want to say thank you all for tuning into lesson number 4, where I talk about the needs of men and women within the relationship. And like I said, this section will definitely, of course, have you talking as well as far as what your relationship needs are so that you all, of course, communicating them effectively to your partner. So like I said, with that, the growth work is for you to create your own needs list and to, of course, discuss that with your partner. And like I said, that will, of course, improve more of your communication, improve more of your trust within your relationship as well. And you will see more support coming from your partner as well. I'm sure of that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Once again, I'm Tanetta Clay, the relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. And I want to say thank you for watching lesson number 4. I'll see you all in the next video, couples. Bye-bye.